What's up, everybody in the boxing world? What's up? 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 How's everybody doing? All right. Straighten up. All right. Okay. I wanted to quickly speak on Pacquiao Bradley 2 pay-per-view tonight. What do I think is going to happen? I'll be honest, Pacquiao's confidence is probably not as high as Bradley's confidence. He just came off of beating Pacquiao. And believe it or not, I believe he won that fight. He twisted his ankle. He never looked hurt. And boxing isn't all about who hits harder, per se. But, I mean, if you actually look at it, Bradley, I don't think any, injuries were occurred from, headbutts in that fight, really. I think they headbutt each other one time, and it was, at the top of the head, both of them. And, they stepped back. The referee looked at both of their heads and said, you got all right. And they got back to boxing. Bradley did not get much credit from the commentary or the crowd when he was landing punches. But you could hear the crowd about to cheer when they thought Pacquiao was going to do something. When Bradley landed the punch, they'd be like, ooh, you could hear that. Bradley consistently landed punches to the body and just jabs, bam, to the body, bam, to the body, bam, over, jab, to the body. He wasn't getting any credit for that, but he was boxing Pacquiao. He boxed the hell out of Pacquiao. Now, for all the people who think that Pacquiao would knock Mayweather out, understand that I'm not saying this as a fan of Mayweather. I like him. I believe he's a genius. I believe he probably is the best alive, next to myself. I can't hate. What can you do? Pacquiao is a great fighter. Yes, he is. But if he's not knocking Bradley out, and he's not knocking Marquez out, what really makes you think he's going to knock Mayweather out? Honestly. I mean, if you're a casual fan, you're a casual fan. You usually don't know much, but the sport needs you. So don't let me stop you from being a casual fan. That is not what I'm telling you. Please, support boxing. We love you. But just think about that in your head. Is Timothy Bradley a better defensive boxer than Mayweather? Is he a better boxer than Mayweather? Do you really feel that? I mean, if you feel that way, then fuck it. We should want to pay $75 to watch Timothy Bradley fight Mayweather. That's the case. I don't think Timothy Bradley feels like he could beat Mayweather. I've never heard him say it. Doubt he will say it. I'll be honest. But, I spoke about not wanting to pay to see this fight. I'm not saying I don't want to see the fight. I do want to see Bradley versus Pacquiao Part 2. I just don't want to pay to see it. That's it. I don't know personally anybody who does. I know people who want to watch it, who will watch it, probably. But I don't know anyone who wants to pay to watch it. Every fight is not a pay-per-view fight. Now, what's that thing called? The UFC. The UFC is a league where they put together the most competitive possible fights in a show format that copied, boxing style in a way, and, it's entertaining. But in the league, it's supposed to be stiff competition that you want to watch. You're a fan of one of these guys, the league has brought them to you in whatever format, and the other fighter, they brought them to you as well in another format, in the same format. And you're saying to yourself, wow, this is an interesting fight. I want to see it. And then they do that down the bracket, maybe 8 to 10 fights. So they're putting together a package to sell you. That's why it's always pay-per-view. But it's the organization that you're paying. Like it's almost like the NFL or the NBA or whatever. So that is a different thing. In boxing, there's only one Muhammad Ali that I feel would have been worth like pay-per-view at the time. There's only like one Joe Frazier. Like so, and honestly, like pay-per-view, if you would have gone down like the history of boxing, the people who did worth pay-per-view, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, and honestly, maybe Roy Jones. But people didn't like. No, fuck it. It is what it is. And Mayweather. Like, that is kind of it. And when I think about it, okay, I might have just named black fighters and people might feel like I'm being biased. I'm totally not being biased. Maybe you have these certain fighters like Chavez and all of them that in Mexico would have been worth pay-per-view. They're pay-per-view. They are super friggin' stars. What I mean by being worth pay-per-view, being the only fight that majority of everyone says, I will pay to see that. That's what I mean. A lot of fights you just want to see. You already have a cable bill, an electricity bill, a gas bill. You don't want to pay extra money just to watch someone fight. You want to be able to see a fight like you watch a football game. You want to be able to see a fight like you watch a basketball game. Not saying that these aren't good fights. There's a lot of people that I like to see fight. I want to see Kareem Mayfield fight. I want to see Kell Brooks. I want to see Chunky DeGale. I want to see Carl Froch. I want to see George Groves. I want to see. There's a lot of fighters I want to see. I just don't want to pay to see all of them. I want to be able to turn on TV and be like, oh man, LeBron's playing against the Knicks. Cool. Like, I want to be able to do that in boxing. That's it. That's all. If you disagree, let me know. Leave a message. If you don't, if you agree, you know what I mean? Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I keep it realer than most. Your boy Lucky. Soon to be your favorite.